You can only give to others that which you are allowing for yourself, or what you're giving to yourself. I have to say, I have struggled with that phrase, with that saying, for a very long time. Because I don't know about you, but I am fully capable of giving care, compassion, love in boatloads to other people that I very often am not willing to give to myself. And so I'm thinking, how is that possible? Because I feel like I'm loving and caring and compassionate with other people most of the time. But yet I know my inner workings, I know what happens up here, and I know that a lot of times there is not so much love and compassion and care. And so with that saying, I struggled with it for a long time. I thought, yeah, maybe there's a grain of truth in there somewhere, but I'm not really sure where. Now, for those of you who know me a little bit, you know that I'm obsessed with connection. And the two branches of connection being how we connect with ourselves, within our own thoughts, our bodies, our emotions, and then how we use that stability to connect with our outside world. Now, we sometimes get that backwards. A lot of times we're grasping for the outside world to give us that stability, and sometimes it can. And when years and situations like what have been happening in the world over the past years come along, we recognize, man, the outer world is sometimes not so stable, not so sturdy. And so back to that saying of we can only give out that which we've given to ourselves. I started looking at it again. And I was contemplating this last night and thinking, maybe it's not on the level of actions, but it's on the level of intention behind it. And tell me if this resonates with you. There are times when I can do the exact same action, but the energy and intention behind it is totally different. And I started realizing when I'm not cared well for myself, when I don't feel safe and stable here, the act of giving compassion, giving love, and giving care in the outside world is not pure. It actually is a grasping. It is, I need you to validate my worth, and so I'm going to give you this in order for you to give me back the stability and safety that I'm so desperately needing. But when I'm safe and stable here, those words and acts of compassion and kindness and love flow with no expectation. If they're received horribly and the person thinks, how could you say that to me? We can still work with that, but it doesn't shake my stability. That's what I started to realize, is that the more that I give myself, that I find the stability within myself for loving words, for thoughts of compassion and kindness within myself, the more I'm able to give that out into the world with no strings attached. And to be clear, love doesn't always look like kumbaya. A lot of times, I mean, when I think about some of my dearest friends, some of the greatest acts of love and kindness that they have showed to me is a giant smack across the face saying, hey, get yourself together. You're bigger than this. You can handle this. Snap out of it. And sometimes we need to compassionately and with a huge amount of love share that with ourselves. So the next time that you are feeling like you are grasping at the outside world for how you can feel more stable, more certain, more at ease, flip the lens and ask yourself, what do I need right now? And is there a way that I can give that to myself through a little bit more love, a little bit more compassion, and some tender loving care to build up the stability here for greater connection in the outside world?